Ruth here. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. All right, so Offset got pum, y'all. Like, this is crazy. Offset yet again owes somebody money because this is the thing. Offset has been gambling like crazy to a point now where, and y'all, if y'all remember, Cardi B talked about Offset's gambling addiction, right? And I remember when they were on good terms, right? As husband and wife on good terms, he interrupted her live and was like, "Come on, you going with me? You going with me?" And she was like, "This boy always want me to go with him to the casino." That was years. That was when culture was really little. Before Wave. So this is the thing where like this addiction has grown big and ugly, and it's really sad to see because this man has many kids. I think Offset has I think he has 6 kids, right? 3 from a previous woman and then the 3 from Cardi. It's really sad to see this, but so just recently Offset saw one of his ops, Lil Tjay, saw one of his ops at a Florida casino, and they said Offset was the one that kind of, he was the fight starter, okay? He was the one that was, because Offset, from what I'm hearing in the streets, Offset got hands, okay? Now, I don't know about Lil Tjay, I don't know what but Offset is known to, remember that time when Migos, and I think it was Academics and Joe Budden, and you remember Offset was one of the first ones that was rolling up his sleeves, ready to get it on, and that was at that it was some award show or what have you. Now, back to Lil Tjay and Offset. So I guess Offset owed Lil Tjay money, and this is the thing, y'all. Offset got money. So I'm talking anywhere between $10,000 to $15,000, and that's sad. Offset's down. He's that down bad. But let me just read a little bit of what TMZ posted about this. So let's see. It says, and Lil Tjay was locked up, y'all. So he got locked up not for Pum and Offset. So Lil Tjay was not the one that Offset. Lil Tjay got locked up for just conduct, okay? Just like, being fighting and stuff. But Offset was the one that started the fight. And from what I hear, Offset put belt on Lil Tjay, okay? Of course, he ain't gonna say that, but anyways. But Offset, somebody Pum Offset during the time of the fight. So what is it? Now he's okay. He's all right. He's locked. I mean, he's in a hospital. I think he has since been released. But and yeah, because I saw a picture of him smoking a cigarette and in a wheelchair outside the hospital, and I think that was released by TMZ. So he's been, he'll be okay. Thank God. And it looks like he got Pum in the leg. Okay. It's just crazy, y'all. Like, Offset need to get somewhere and sit down, honey, and deal with those demons. But so Lil Tjay got locked up. He's been released, and he could not wait. He could not wait to say something.
Did I shoot Offset? It's crazy. They're saying you were disorderly. Outside the casino, was a fight near the outlet. Smack the shit out of Offset. He would never play with me like that in his life. Does somebody owe you money? Ask Offset. He owe you money? Ask Offset. Do you have issues with Offset? I don't know. What happened? He's in the hospital right now, but he's okay. The last thing I seen was Offset looking at me like this. Yo, that shot me. That shot me. La la la. The rat, cat, weirdos. Got in a good ass interview. I'm walking to my car like, What started the fight? I don't know. You know. Were they after you? I don't know. TJ's innocent all day. Nobody wants to touch me. You know what happened last? Touch me. You know what happened? Touch me. What happened? I don't even know. Ask Google. Who else was involved?
Nothing happened.
Did you ever say if he didn't have your money, you get it back in blood? Yo, don't say nothing. Take it easy, brother.
Okay, so, you know, Lil Tjay couldn't wait to do that now, okay? He couldn't wait to gloat. Of course, he exposed his chest and his stomach and had his t-shirt, like, hanging on the side of his shoulder. Of course, he did that because he wanted to make sure that everybody knew that he didn't have one scratch, child, okay? So, prior to that, Lil Tjay had something to say. Now, I don't know. I think this was before he got locked up. But, of course, Lil Tjay had something to say.
Hey, yo. Why this Offset? Offset broke. Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all the stream too. That broke. That pop. I'll tell y'all a true story. I got nothing to do with that shit casino. He was pop. He was panicking. He was asking random people for cash apps. He was broke. I don't know what happened. Nobody was answering his phone call. He pop trying to run up, chasing. Must got a gambling addiction.
Yeah.
And the says, yo, he just popped. He calling for cash apps in front of me. I ain't gonna lie to you. The first 5 I offered, I'm like, yo, you pop. You waiting for some bread? Wait for my money. I swung that 5. You know how I get. He gets popped. Not us two dicing each other. He gets popped straight to the casino. Goes not. He get another loan from somebody else for like 2 bands. I don't even take my loan. I'm like, that's Offset. I'm good on my money. I'm worried about the. I got mad, bread. I definitely run off for 5 bands. He pops for the next band. He get 2 bands. He get a band from a random lady. I swear to God, I don't know who the it was. He's like, yo, thanks, ma. He pops that. Throw another 5. So I see like 13 bands in loans. I don't know who got paid back that day. You feel me? Bro, where's my mother that shit ducked me for so long, boy? And mind you, I'm 23. And this is Raindrop. Drop Top, Cardi B husband. And I'm only talking crazy because he was talking crazy.
This is the thing. I can almost bet that Offset wasn't, because I think that Lil Tjay is trying to make it seem like Offset was afraid of him. That's not what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that Offset was ready. Offset was ready to get down, okay? He was knuckling up. And he was not afraid of Lil Tjay in the least bit. And from what I hear, Offset was the one who started the fight. And Lil Tjay was like, there you go. So it's just, I'm gonna let him do his thing.
Like, why? It was some crazy over my bread. And I beat him up on his birthday, but
You beat him up? You beat him up? Okay.
I'm not even, you feel me? Gangsta, I was too, you know what it is? I'm that good type of I'm gonna give you a little bit of me. I was 230, you heard? Like, it was like I couldn't even do that time, fo. And Cardi B walked in the spot, I was like, yo, I couldn't even dress it because my so aggressive sometimes that if he say something crazy, you don't even know he gonna get, like, you know how some you just know, it's over, like, feel me? Like, what?
Okay. I know he having a good time. He just a smiling. Even in his mugshot, he just a smiling and having a good time with this, honey, because this gives him the attention that he's been wanting for a very long time. And no, I'm not on anybody's side, but I have to say, I do feel for Offset because he has 6 beautiful children. And he obviously is in a situation. He's in this really bad addiction, right? And I pray that this is one of his... this is his bottom. You know how they say like every addict has a bottom? I pray that this is his bottom, because obviously his children are going to be really sad about like hearing about their daddies in the hospital and things of that nature. And for the mothers to have to explain to their children, oh, daddy, you know what I mean? Like, he has some kids that's old enough to like watch the news and stuff like that, or you know, social media or what have you. Not news, but social media. and they see their daddy pop up, oh, you know, Offset, Pum Pum, they'll be like, what, my daddy? You know what I mean? His oldest children know. Culture, she's old enough to know. This is very scary. So, you know, and that's one thing you can't take away from Offset. He's many things, but you can't say that Offset is not a bad dad. Offset love his babies, and he is a very good dad. I remember one time, he took like some private jet just to see his oldest son first football game. He's really, really into them babies. Not a good man, not a good husband, but he loves them children. And both of his baby mamas said that, and well, Cardi, I can't speak for the other baby mama, but Cardi said those children love their daddy, and the daddy love him. So, but do y'all remember, I'm gonna play this, do y'all remember when Selena Powell, when she was like, ooh, child, Offset he deep in it. He owed me some money. Y'all remember this?
Yo, I'm down bad. Do you have cash? The bank opens at 8 a.m. It was like 4 a.m. Me personally, I have a lot of cash in my safe. I said, yes.
Our girl saved her money.
20,000. Well, oh my God, 18,000. So I actually had a lot more, and he told me to bring it all, and I said, So that's the only reason I gave him the money. And then
told her to bring it all is crazy.
The bank was never open again.
So you never got that money back?
The bank went out of business.
You didn't get the money back. Well, whatever.
No, to this day,
you ain't getting that money back. So Offset, that's the thing, okay? I don't know if y'all ever dealt with a person who has a gambling addiction, but I know I have dealt with a person who has had a gambling addiction. And when I tell you, some people think, oh, it's not a physical thing. Like, why can't you just stop? Trust me, it's not that easy, y'all. It is not. It really is an issue and a real problem. And he needs help. That's the thing. So from what I hear, Offset and I don't know if this is true, but allegedly Offset live up in the casino, honey. Go to sleep, wake up, he right there at the tables. Like, it is a big issue and a big problem. And it's gonna take a hard rock bottom for him to go, oh no. Now the thing is, if this man gotta borrow $15,000, this is Offset. Huh? If you gotta borrow $15,000 and you had one of the biggest rap groups of, like, you know, in a very long time, you gotta borrow 15 G's, something just ain't right. And he got friends. He got famous friends. So from what this makes me think, he tapped out. He asked so many people, and they know about him. And I bet you that it's buzzing around in the industry, and they like, child, you want your money back, don't give it to Offset, because you ain't getting that money back. See? And I feel for him for that. Because school's coming, and all them cheering need school clothes. It's good, you know. Summer's like this. Summer goes away like this, and then it's gonna be September again, and then them babies gonna need some school clothes. So this is really sad, and I pray for Offset. And the thing is that he don't know the words of prayer. Then you know what? This is where, if we know the words of prayer and we know Jesus, then we're all connected in some way. You know, you come to the altar and you ask for this man to be relieved of this demon, because that's what it is. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. Like, dang, Offset, you down bad. Ciao. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. Put a comment down below and make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Love y'all real bad. Bye.